I started my first business when I was 29 years old. Well, it took me almost 3 years to get my business to provide me with the same amount of income of my previous job. That was 12 times longer than I had expected. I will take better care of you than the other guy. I will make life easier for you. I will reduce taxes for you. I have promised better education for your kids.
Happy Tuesday, September 5th. Started my morning with, you guys know, either a podcast or a audiobook. Today was an audiobook. I am reading The 10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone. And by reading, I mean listening to it with an audiobook. For me, I personally prefer having a hard copy book. I love to have hard copies in my hand so I can hold it and read it, but just being realistic with my lifestyle, it's not realistic for me to be able to get through all these books that I want to get through by having the hard copy, because honestly, if I'm not consistently working every second of every day, then I'm quickly making some, food, or doing the dishes, or doing the laundry, or making my bed, or putting makeup on, or doing things where I cannot have a book in my hand. So it's more realistic for my lifestyle to do an Audible book. If you guys don't know, on Amazon, you can just go to Amazon.com, click on any book that you want to buy, and there's an option to do the audiobook. I have the audio membership, so I guess I don't even realize, I'm not even sure what I pay for that. I think it's like 14 something, but you get a discount on all the audiobooks that you buy. You get one free a month, so it ends up being worth it if you actually use it, and I actually use it. So I'll spend money on books like no other, because honestly, it's what helps me grow and learn and open my perspective to other things that I haven't known before, or before I read the book. So that's the little update. You guys should do audiobooks. They really help you. They help you grow. They help you learn. They'll help you in your life, your business, every aspect. For now, I've got to run to a meeting on Abbot Kinney, so I will see you guys at the cutest coffee shop ever. It's called Intelligentsia. I think that's how you say it. And they have one in Chicago I found last time I was there. I found that one. So this one is really cute. We're going to go hit up the coffee shop, get a cold brew because I need some caffeine. I'm out of coffee, so I'll be buying a bag of coffee so that I don't have to buy coffee out anymore, because I need to reduce my expenses as much as possible at the moment. And that's it. So gotta bring sweet leaf drops because I like my stuff sweet. Not too sweet, but just enough. Okay, I'll see you guys there. Just wrapped up my meeting. It went amazing. I have a lot of really great ideas and some business things that I'm working on. I'm basically working on creating one of my challenges combined with an online course, and we're trying to put that together right now. And the first steps were just kind of making the outline of all the content that we want to put together, and now the next step is for me myself to go and create all of that content, the workouts, the programs, everything that I'll be sending everyone, the requirements of the challenge, what it's going to cost, all of the logistics of the challenge. So it's a lot of work when you're putting together something like that. There's a lot of upfront work like that, and then the way that this would be created is I would do all the upfront work. I would get all of the attendees, the people registering for it, and then they would be within the challenge, which would run like an online course, so that they could complete the first thing and then press next to the next thing. So it's something that they can all do on their own time, on their own, but at the same time having the accountability of they have to finish it within the weeks that I set for them. So everyone's going at the same pace as far as the progression of the course, so they're held accountable to their initial goal. So that's kind of what I'm doing on the business side of things. Now I have to go. I have a friend who is meeting me for a chiropractor appointment, so we're gonna get some work done there, kind of take care of my body. My computer right now is failing. It's not allowing me to do Final Cut. It has that beautiful rainbow symbol that if you're a Mac user, you absolutely despise. It's one of the worst things that you can see on your computer. But instead of sitting here and being frustrated, I texted my chiropractor and was like, hey, let's meet early, let's get this in. So we're gonna get that done, and then I'll be back to editing, and then I have glutes cardio later, and my Evolve with Emily program speaking lesson is tonight, followed by a few client calls in between, podcasting, audiobooks, content creation. You guys know where it's at. So that's the update. I'll see you for my chiropractor, I was gonna say lesson, what would that be? Visit? Chiropractor appointment. There we go. You guys have seen Mike on my channel before. His information is going to be in the description box below, but he does like all kinds of different work. He does adjustments, he does ART. I didn't get the coolest part filmed for my YouTube channel, which I'm really upset about because I had the camera set up and I think it overheated or something. But if you're on my Instagram story, then you guys saw he did some deep stim muscle work on me. Basically, he has this like gun that I don't know how fast it goes, but like super fast, right? And it penetrates your muscles like very deeply and is really, really good for muscle recovery, ART type stuff. So I'll try and get that recorded the next time that we work together. But again, if you saw my Instagram story, then you got to see all the cool stuff. But these are just some exercises that I'll incorporate on a day-to-day basis before my workouts. Got this bun head. Okay, got my chiropractic appointment in. Finished reviewing all my notes for the Evolve with Emily lesson that I'm doing tonight. Now I get to go hit the gym. I have just enough time to take my pre, walk to the gym, do my pre-workout cardio, hit legs. Guys, so I have something for you. I'm about to read this note. She brought me Power Crunch bars. Look how beautiful. What's your name?
Tatiana,
And where are you from?
Slovakia.
Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, it's Tanya's Fit Life.
What is it?
Tanya's Fit Life, but I
Tanya's
can't
Fit Life.
spell.
It's okay, Tanya's Fit Life. You'll give it to me and then I'll put it on the screen right here. Okay, thank you so much. I knew I should not have read that card in the middle of the gym. She freaking made me cry. I wasn't going to. I was like, you're tougher than this. Pull it together. You're fine. You're strong. You're stronger than this. And I wasn't. I cried. I let out a little tear right here. But seriously, like, she is one of the reasons why I do what I do, is people like her, and that was absolutely incredible. I live for moments like that. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for stopping me. I love you so much, and best wishes in Slovakia. Just know that you are amazing, you are unique, and you're the way that you are for a reason, and anyone else that says anything different can go to hell. I love you. Keep doing you. That's it. I'm gonna do my cardio. Welcome to this commentary. I'm really excited to share this glute workout with you all. So I wanted to start with some glute activation exercises. These are some of the exercises that I like to do before I train glutes, and Mike had also just showed me these exercises again, so it kind of like reiterated it to me that I should do them before my lift. So I started with this glute bridge, as you see here. Now, looking at the footage, I feel like I definitely could have brought my heels closer into my butt, so I think that's an adjustment that I'll make next time. With that said, while I was doing this, I was feeling an extreme squeeze and burn in my glutes, and that was the goal. So it wasn't wrong form, but I think just to be really nitpicky, I could bring my heels in. Always make sure to keep your chin tucked, and then as you notice, I'm not overextending at the top, meaning I'm not overarching and, you know, pushing my glutes way, way high up, just enough to get that full contraction. So I believe I did sets of 20 here, and then I would switch to one leg by bringing one of the legs to the middle. So you see here I brought the left leg a little bit more towards the middle, that's just for stability, and then same exact type of movement pattern, just up on one leg, squeezing at the top. Remember, anytime that you're using bands, that time under tension is very important. So if, for example, it's not as hard for you, or maybe you're not feeling it as much, just create even more time under tension. So hold it for 2 seconds instead of 1 second, that kind of thing. So I did the glute bridges, I did the one leg, moved on to the other leg, and again I would do about 20 total reps from the two-legged, and then I think I was doing anywhere from like 10, 15 on the one-legged, but the one-legged is a lot harder than it looks, so definitely give that a shot. And then this next exercise, honestly, even I felt uncomfortable, and I say even I because I'm like an experienced gym goer. It's not like my first time. I'm used to doing weird exercises, but like, look at this, like really? So even I felt like a little weird, and I was like, I do not want to do this. But I went ahead and did it anyways. I did this on both sides, and these are called like clamshells, I think. They're just really good for glute activation before you go into your lift. So again, really important to do it. I'm glad that I did it, but I might do those in secret next time. So after I did some band exercise warm-up stuff, I went ahead and moved on to my first working exercise, which was glute hip thrust on the Smith machine. I wasn't going super heavy here, but I was going higher reps, so I believe I did 5 sets total for 20 reps. And on these, I like to take my time. and I don't go super, super fast on them. So as you see here in my tempo, I'm not speeding this up. I want to keep it raw so that you guys see exactly how I'm training. And what I was doing here is I would do 20 reps total, but by about the 15th rep, that's when I would do like some pulse reps at the very end. So it's when you're dying, you don't want to go anymore, every single second hurts, and you just kind of like bust out the last 5. That's totally fine. So just changed up the tempo for those. And then I had something really important to say at the end of this one. You'll see. There's the pulse reps, but wait for this one. Clearly I was in pain. So here we just have another angle of the glute hip thrusts. And with these, make sure, again, just keep your chin tucked. I'm using a yoga mat so that the bar doesn't dig into my hips, because the bar is pretty heavy whenever you start getting some weights on there. And again, keeping my heels in, and I always try and raise my toes just a little bit to make sure I focus on using only my glutes pushing through my heels. This next exercise is a Bulgarian split squat, and sometimes I'll use dumbbells, sometimes I'll use a barbell. This time I decided to use dumbbells. And with this one, I just think hips back and then hips forward, and I squeeze at the top with the glute. But again, I'm not doing too much of an overarching hip extension at the top. I'm just kind of keeping it nice and simple. So I honestly don't remember my reps on this for this day. I want to say I did about 15 per leg. I usually keep these between 12 and 15 per leg, but I just wanted to show you both legs for this exercise. This one, always make sure to keep your spine in alignment the entire time, and make sure your knee doesn't go over your toe. So moving on, I went to hamstring leg curl, and I was going heavier on this exercise, and I believe I was doing 10 reps total, and so I know I can do 140 pounds for 10 reps. The last few reps are very, very difficult, but I think on this one was doing about 100 pounds. And again, paying attention to my tempo. When you're doing this, pretend like you're trying to kick yourself in the butt so that you get that full squeeze at the top. So I actually supersetted this exercise with some step-ups. So I just grabbed some dumbbells, I had a nice step, and I didn't have my tripod with me, and I wasn't able to get the best angle, but you guys get the idea of step-ups. So for me, I actually like to stay on the same leg the entire time, because when I'm trying to, get my sets in like this, I don't really want to worry about like switching legs every single time. I feel like it wastes more time, if anything. So I go and push through my heel, I stand up, and I squeeze my glute at the top. And as you see, I'm kind of touching my toe of the other foot. That's just for balance. So it helps me just keep my balance whenever I'm doing my sets. Doing something like this, like a step up, even if you use no weight at all, it's a really great way to get your heart rate going and get some extra accelerated cardio in during your sets. So my heart rate was definitely going by the end of this. As you see here, I pretty much died at the end of my set. So that wraps up the glute workout. That's all I got to record for you guys. I then started my Evolve with Emily phone call, which went absolutely amazing. And I set up the camera and I actually forgot that it was recording, and I recorded like 30 minutes worth. But here's just a little preview. And then decide every single day. This seems crazy, but you know what? I'm going to choose to believe it. I'm going to choose that this is possible, and I'm going to choose to believe that my actions today are going to help me get closer to that, even if it's just like the tiniest bit closer. Like when you're losing body fat for a show, and if you look every single day, you're not going to see the changes. But when you compare the weeks, 12 weeks out to at your show day, you're like, whoa, I didn't realize that all those small efforts made a difference. Same thing. So much of what, why we're here is to help each other, like for community. And you'll never get that like sense of community, even if it's just you and one friend, like a best friend. You'll never get that sense of community if you don't open up. So I think that's like a major fear for you for sure. And it's one of those things where I say all the time, like feel the fear and do it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I know it's not easy. So I just finished my Evolve with Emily call. Went absolutely amazing. I love the group of girls that we have. I feel like every single week everyone just gets so much closer from sharing everything, and I just couldn't be happier doing that group. I absolutely love it. So I finished that, and now I finished literally just in time to run. I got to go to see the sunset and do my Instagram live. I usually do an Instagram live when I watch the sunset. It is 12:12 a.m. Finally got the videos uploaded, but I'm having super bad technical difficulties. No storage, no space on my computer to import other files because I was trying to get tomorrow's video, or I'm sorry, the next day's video, like fully put together. It's not happening. I've been up since 4:30. It's 12:12. Time to go to bed. Good morning, everyone. So it was extra hard waking up this morning. I didn't realize I pulled a 20-hour day yesterday, and I also did legs and cardio, so my body was super tired, but really good workout, and I'm pretty sore from that, so make sure to go back and watch that workout. This morning woke up, and basically what I did was I started responding to Instagram comments. I went ahead and took my photo for Instagram, which is right here, and then, did the writing and then made sure to post it to Instagram. I posted to my Tumblr, to Facebook, got all of that done, and then worked on some YouTube comments. I responded to all of those, responded to all the comments on my Instagram photo after I posted it, responded to a few DMs, got to some Olympia emails. What else did I do? While I was doing some of that, I also listened to a YouTube video from Gary Vee. I basically just all listen to any of his stuff. I'm always listening to like him, Andy Frisella, Grant Cardone now. I'll keep sharing like the good ones that I find with you guys. And then now I just made my first meal, so I wanted to show you guys what I'm eating. Here we have the 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg, a bunch of spinach, which by the way, that was like an overflowing pan full and it only made that much, and then 1 packet of maple and brown sugar oats and 16 grams of peanut butter on top. I'm also drinking an Up Energy drink. Hashtag not sponsored post. I just actually enjoy them. So yes, that is what I'm eating for breakfast. And I'm actually going to get my lift in early today because I have a dinner scheduled tonight that I have to go to. I'm excited to go to it, but I have it scheduled, so I got to get that in first. And I have some FaceTime client calls. I'm going to book some posing sessions. I am trying to book things for the Olympia, so I guess I'll put this out there on YouTube. If you were going to be at the Olympia and you have a podcast or, a YouTube channel, or you're a videographer or a photographer, please let me know. I'm going to be booking just meetings and appointments, quick ones. It'll be like 15-20 minutes so I can fit a bunch in, but I'll be booking a bunch of that stuff for like the 13th and the 14th. I'm going to eat this meal. I'm going to make some glutamine, BCAAs, and creatine for my pre-workout because I don't want additional stimulants. I've already had Up Energy. The glutamine, creatine will help me with like recovery, and creatine during my workout for like muscle endurance. And creatine's like one of the best supplements, I think, and it's like one of the purest and like cleanest and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna train shoulders today, I think. I got work done yesterday by that chiropractor and it was awesome, but I am a little sore today. It's a mixture of that and like the barbell. Oh yeah, I was doing lunges and I didn't record this one, but I did 90-pound lunges, like 90-pound barbell, and then I forgot that I'd have to like up and over it like twice to get it on and then to get it back off. It was brutal. So that's it for right now. You're tired of hearing me talk, I understand. Like the video if you enjoy it so far, and I'll see you in the next clip, whatever it is. Yeah.
Spend their time in the first, second, and third degrees of action. Do nothing, retreat completely, or operate at normal levels of activity. The first 2 degrees of action, doing nothing and retreating, are the basis for failure. And the third degree, normal levels of action, will only create a normal existence at best. Now, let me say one thing. Number 3, taking normal levels of action, is the killer of the 4. Because it deludes you into believing you're doing something when only what you're doing is normal and will never get you to extraordinary. Only the most successful people on very high levels of action, that I refer to as massive levels, are the ones most likely to succeed.
So I definitely highly suggest getting this audiobook. I'm now in chapter 22 of 23 and I'm excited to finish it. But I went ahead and grabbed my gym bag, grabbed my stuff, took out the trash because that's just real life, and then hit the gym. So I did train shoulders. I ended up doing cardio beforehand, which is why I'm already sweaty. It makes me think of that joke like, why are you so sweaty, man? Sorry, I was watching Cops. Anyway, sorry. Back to the workout. Here I have 35 dumbbells in my hands, and I did a set of 10 reps. I knew I wanted to try and go heavy on this day, so I could have done more than 10 reps for sure, but 10 was like a really good, I wouldn't say easy, but a good set of 10, to where at the end it was hard but totally doable. So finished that. I mean, it was pretty easy. It was okay. And then I grabbed the 45s, and my goal is to be able to do 50-pound dumbbells by myself, 4 reps. So I'm working with the 45s, trying to get them up there. And I actually posted this raw clip on Instagram, so if you guys haven't seen it, it's on there. But it's just the same clip with the sound. So I got 6 reps on my own right here, and then I went for the 7th rep, and I knew it was really hard. And there, oh, I'm sorry, that was a 6th rep now. So the next rep, the 7th rep, was even harder. And you see here, oh, got stuck, but I love the grind. I love pushing when I want to quit, when everything in me tells me to quit. And I have to give a special shout out to that guy that decided to spot me, and he didn't bail me out of it. He let me grind it through. But I don't even know that guy, like, at all. He was just nice enough to do that. So everyone on Instagram was like giving him props, and I gave him props in my caption too, of course. But after that, I moved on to this tri-set that I did on this machine, which is actually really cool. So this is just a regular lateral raise seated machine, and I want to say I was doing 20 reps here, and as you see at the end, I do a little bit of a, I wouldn't say like cheat, but I do kind of like help myself at the end as I start to die out. But I was just doing really high reps and a lot of them, and it was very hard. So 20 reps there, and then I changed the weight to, I think the lowest one that they have it, which I believe is 10. And I would use this to do a front raise. So as you see, the pad goes kind of right on my elbow area, and the goal there is just to push straight up and out using only your front deltoid. So, and on here, I think I was doing 12 reps on each side. I actually didn't count it. If any of you is counting, let me know. But I want to say it was anywhere from like 10 to 15. So I want to say it was around 12 reps per side. But this is a really great way to keep your heart rate going and add more than one exercise in. So it's kind of like a little tri-set. And after this, I actually moved on and repositioned myself to the front of the machine, which technically is using the machine backwards. But I really don't care what people think. If they think I'm using it wrong, it's fine. A friend showed me this, and basically you sit on it backwards like this. You put your hands just like that. It is going to sit higher on your elbows, and then you try and do just the upper portion of the lateral raise. So this right here, it's not a big motion whatsoever, but it's a very effective motion, and my pump was absolutely insane after this. So I did 3 rounds total of this, and it's a killer, so let me know if you guys end up trying it. I wanted to share my next meal with you all. It is frozen pre-cut green beans because convenience, and the taco season Jenny O turkey meat, which is absolutely delicious. If you guys have not tried it, you definitely have to try it. On the green beans, I put some butter spray, and then I also put some pink Himalayan sea salt. So that is going to be my next meal. I have a few hours that I'm going to do some work and then get ready, and I have a dinner tonight, and I also have to take some content for Instagram. So that's the rest of the day for me. I have been working all day, and now I am freshened up and ready to go to a business meeting / dinner. So gonna have that and then come home, finish some editing, and call it a night. It's about an hour drive, and it's funny because it's only 12 miles, but when you live in LA, a 12-mile distance can be a 1-hour drive. So I have my speaker with me, and I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I'm really excited because I think the whole audiobook itself is only like almost 4 hours. So I'm going to get an entire hour done of the audiobook. How awesome is that? That's a good thing. So thank you, traffic, for forcing me to focus on my audiobook. It's going to be awesome. Going to make so many brain gains. Going to have a good, healthy dinner because they're on prep. So that's really nice. Not that I'm on prep, but I really like to eat healthy things. So it'll be a good, fun, productive dinner, and then I'll see you guys back for some video editing and my last thoughts for the night. So dinner was asparagus, jasmine rice, and salmon. It was absolutely amazing and so delicious. It's so nice having friends that also eat well for their bodies. So that was really nice because it's just nice to like go to a friend's house for dinner and they're like, oh hey, did you want me to weigh your salmon out? And I'm like, oh, thank you. So that was amazing. Also did an Instagram live as soon as I got there. That was only like a 8-minute live, I think. So if you guys joined, thank you. And if you didn't join the Instagram live, fam, because it's a lot of fun. Oh, You guys ready? We're about to talk to a dear friend who I miss so much.
How are you?
I miss you!
I miss you so much. How are you? I loved watching your video just now.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I was feeling the same way. Good morning. It is Thursday, September 7th. I just woke up, came down here to take a few photos for the gram. I'm gonna go back, get some coffee and some breakfast. And yeah, the struggle is real with the tripod, guys. You have to like set it up, and I couldn't figure out how to change the self timer to 10, so you only get 3 seconds. So I had to like press it real quick and then like run, pose, and like try and be perfect. So I'll show you the photo I ended up getting. I don't think it was like, it's not anything that I'm like, whoo, I love it, it's perfect. I probably would stay out here another hour if I wanted to be perfect, but it's good enough. It'll do, guys, it'll do. So it's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're choosing to be positive today. And if you're not, grab some coffee, because that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'll see you guys in there. I picked up some Starbucks Pike Place roast at the store, and it smells really, really good. This is my Ninja coffee maker, which I absolutely love. Perfect for one person. So you can do like regular coffee, you can do iced coffee. There's like specialties and cafe forte, like all kinds of special stuff. There is also a milk frother, which I don't even know if I was using right, to be honest. But I use it occasionally. So making some coffee, and then I've got to get that post up on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. All right, so I actually had a business meeting, and I had them come here because my Icon Meals was getting delivered, and I'm so happy I got my Icon Meals, but I didn't want to miss it, so shout out to you guys who came here. I really appreciate that. But right now, or actually after that, I put together a posing clinic and a meetup for the Olympia. So I had to email over all of I had to get my business logos, I had to get the gym's business logos, and then, I'm sorry, I should really give you guys my attention better. What else? Pictures, and then also the information. So I'm explaining this because I do want to explain more of the business stuff. So after I nail down a location, which you can do just by calling people and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, you know, how can we work together? And either they'll charge you a fee, like an hourly fee, or they'll be nice and let you do it for free if maybe you'll give them promotion and try to promote them across your social media. So anyways, that's how I nailed down the gym. And then after you do that, you need to create something to promote it. So I have someone creating hopefully what will be a very simple, short, and to the point flyer so that I can post that and let people know about it, because you know you gotta have, it's just promotional purposes so people are aware that it's happening and they can register. So I just finished sending all that over. Now I literally have like barely enough time to like rush to the gym. I'm gonna get my workout in. I also have a client call in the middle of it, so I'm gonna stop my workout and walk on the treadmill while I do the client call, get back to the workout, rush home, and then I have a dentist appointment at 2 p.m. because I have a bunch of dental work that has to be done. Still, I know this is like old news, but it's the last, well, almost the last bit. After this, the next step is getting my wisdom teeth out, which I'm so excited about. Not really, but I gotta go ahead and go. So very quick morning, fast paced, but I feel good. I was just thinking about it, like I feel, it's fine. I just feel so happy because I'm doing what I love. I am putting out content that I want to put out, and I'm just like, it's so refreshing and it feels so good. And I gotta go. I love you guys. I probably will not record at the gym, so no workout for today, but I'm doing my best to get more workouts as much as possible. Okay, so I left my battery at home, so I'm using my phone, but the dentist just told me he's gonna give me what's called a complete block. So what does that mean?
Well, you're gonna have your whole lower jaw blocked right now. Essentially, it's gonna be all numb.
So he was like, it'd be really funny if you took a before and after video. So this is gonna be the before. I'm gonna try and talk to you guys after in like an hour.
All right, Emily, it's time to rinse.
Okay. It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna. Come on, you can try.
I'm trying. I can't do anything.
You can't move that lower lip, can you?
No. So gross. You're not gonna.
Yeah, right next to you there.
Oh.
Okay, enough making fun of me.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Enough making fun of me.